I just want to talk about 3 quick mindset shifts that you're going to need to have as a business owner, specifically in the fitness space, because the truth is that although all these gurus bang on about getting 10K, 15K, 20K months, it's not that easy. It's not something that happens overnight. And I talk to a lot of coaches and they're so entitled, or they just feel like, oh, this strategy isn't working, or, oh, why can't I do this? And the complaints that you're making right now in your business is not, it shows that you don't have the right mentality to grow a business that does 10, 15, 20K months. So I want to talk about the mindset shifts and what you need to do to kind of elevate how you operate as a business owner. So first things first, you need to be in this for the long run. It's not a 30-day sprint to make £1 million. Like, it's just not like that. Like, firstly, there's a lot of skill building. A lot of coaches come into this online space and they don't have the skills, or they haven't got the right skills. They haven't got, oof, you might have heard that in the background. That was my neck. A lot of them don't have the right skills, or the skills that allow them to make 10, 15K per month, which means that when you get started, you might not make that much money in the first 2 months or 3 months, or even the first 6 months, because it depends on how quickly you can adapt and learn skills, whether it's making your videos better, creating better content, how to do content research, getting better at using social media to book more appointments. Like, you have to develop all these skills, and until you develop them, you're not going to make money. So if you're crying that you haven't made money in the first 8 weeks of trying to do this online thing, you need to wake up and realize that it's a lifelong journey that you're committing to. You've chosen a hard path, okay? Which leads to the second point here. From a mentality aspect, you kind of have to accept that, this is effing difficult. It's hard, and it's supposed to be hard. I believe that only like 1% of the population are actually like entrepreneurs. And also, I think less than 30% of the UK population or the workforce is self-employed. So you're already going against the grain. You're doing something that not a lot of people do. Of course, it's not going to be easy. And you've got to stop thinking that it's going to be easy. You have to accept the hard times, just like you do with your gym training. Like, you know that, okay, if I'm going to squat 4 plates, it's bloody hard. And it took you a long time to get the strength in your lower body to be able to do that. Think about how long it took you to get there. Running your business and getting to 10K is also going to be very difficult. And you have to kind of accept that side of it, that, it's going to be a hard little slog, but you've got to do it. Okay, so that's very, very important. And I really want to emphasize that, because a lot of coaches are kind of filling other coaches' heads with, a lot of mentors are filling coaches' heads with this belief or this mindset that, I'm going to be an online coach and make 10K a month in like 2 days. Like it's some easy walk in the park thing. Like, no, there's a bit of difficulty to it, and you've chose a hard path. Okay. And another thing I want you to kind of understand is that you don't just have to work. The whole point of building an online business is so that you have more freedom, you have more time to be able to do things for yourself, for your family. So you can end up overworking yourself, like stupid late nights on the laptop, not leaving the house. And these are all things that I've done. So trust me, there's days where I stay up till like 3 a.m. Well, I have stayed up till like 3 a.m. getting something done, sorting out a landing page and all the automations. And sometimes you do have to put in those extra, like, you've got to put in an extra few yards to make it happen. I accept that. But all work, no play turns a young man old and grey, right? So with that being said, I say that to kind of let you know that, look, you do need to work hard, you do need to put in the effort, and you do need to put in some overtime. But when you have built it, you don't want to run yourself into the ground, because then you can't even enjoy the fruits of your labor. And it's something that I realized when I went to Dubai last year for the first time. I spent the whole time in Dubai on Zoom, which made me realize I'm not running the kind of business that I even want to run. I never wanted to run a business where I'm on Zoom all day. That was not my dream. So that made me realize something, man. That, like, when you're building a business, man, you got to think about like your time and how valuable your time is, and building a business that you want to build. And that's it. You make these 3 changes mentally. I really want you to make these changes mentally. you'll be able to grow a 10K business, a 5K business very, very easily. But you have to make the mentality switch first and recognize that, yo, I'm going to put myself through the trenches because I've got to get better at everything I do skill wise. When you do that, man, I promise you, you'll make a lot of money. You'll be very happy and you'll be a successful online coach. Peace.